At the Palais Omnisport, a busy day of track and field. Jason Rouser looking to get the U.S. off to a strong start in the 4x400, a race the Americans have dominated for some time.
Although back at the 1991 World Championships, where the world record was set, it was the Germans beating the U.S. team. As both teams broke the existing world record, the Germans still hold it.
U.S. is set with a lineup of Jason Rouser, Mark Everett, Sean May, and Dion Miner.
See a couple of the top teams that should challenge the U.S., the Russians, and here the Jamaican team.
The men's 4x400 meter relay.
You saw in that women's 4x4 how important it is to grab a lead and hold on to it.
And easy to spot 6'6" Jason Rouser in that huge stride of his as Jason takes the U.S. out to the early lead.
It's funny, he was a bit slow out of the blocks, but he's made up for it with a very fast first 200 meters. And this is just what the U.S. team was looking for. You put a big man out front because he can muscle his way to the lead, and he's harder to get around if people try to come from behind.
Austria second, Jamaica third, and Japan as Jason Rouser of the U.S. has already opened up a big lead. Here comes the first pass.
Good move by Mark Everett to push the other runners out of the way. Give me room, he said. I want to get that baton free and clear, and they have a good handoff.
Mark Everett of the U.S. continues to lead. Japan has taken over second. Austria is third. There's Mark Everett toting the baton for the U.S. and still in front.
Everett did not qualify for the semifinal or final in the men's 800 meters. Ran very poorly, but he's always said that he's a great 400-meter runner. He's shown that. Oh, Japanese runner down. Everyone else has to do a high jump over him, and that catapults the U.S. into an even bigger lead.
Huge margin now for Mark Everett of the U.S. France has taken over second. Jamaica is third.
Commanding lead for Mark Everett. He's got to make Sean May, the third man, feel a lot better.
And another runner falls down as the baton is passed, but Sean May of the U.S., the BYU grad, known as an 800-meter runner primarily, has a big cushion to work with as Jamaica takes over second.
May ran a very intelligent race at the national championships to qualify for this team. Knows he lacks a little bit of the foot speed of the other 400-meter runners, but he ran a very savvy indoor run to make this team.
And you see all by himself Sean May of the U.S. As Jamaica is still second, Russia is third, then France and Austria. Here's the pass to Dion Miner, the former Baylor training partner of Michael Johnson.
A little less trouble. Oh, there's a little pushing. A lot of these European athletes, Tom, don't have the experience of the American runners with relay running, particularly indoors, and I think that led to some of those troubles here.
Well, it'll just be a coast for Dion Miner. Look at the cushion he has over Jamaica and Russia.
That's Greg Houghton, the two-time NCAA champion while he was at George Mason, running for Jamaica, an outstanding finisher. But that's just too much of a gap for him to make up. U.S. does not appear to be threatening the world record held by the Germans, however.
Dion Miner with a commanding victory for the United States team. Jamaica second and tight for third between Russia and France.
Excellent running by each of the four Americans. Rouser began at 46.79 on his leadoff leg. Everett, an outstanding 45.9. The other two guys right around 46 seconds flat. And a lot of the troubles for the other teams began right here. Mark Everett did the smart thing. He moved the others out of his way. They all got jumbled up with one another and lost precious distance. Then here, when the Japanese runner went down, the others became high jumpers and long jumpers, desperately trying to avoid stepping on him or falling. Good style points for the French athlete there. That meant an easy kind of handoff situation and run for the rest of the U.S. athletes as the other teams continue to have difficulties handing off the baton.
And then finally on the anchor leg, Dion Miner is in a walk through the park.
The rest of the teams finally got things settled out. You see them giving themselves lots of distance there. Minor a commanding victory.
And the result's not a surprise. The U.S. retaining its dominance in this event with an easy victory.
About this! Right here! Give it up!
And Dwight is with another American champion, Charles Austin.